In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors.
Real quick before the video, check this out. We have a lot to offer. Start your week off strong and join one of TWR's alerting and signaling platforms. We have truly something for everyone. Penny stock markets, we have you covered. If you like alerts via text message, you can join the text message platform. Our instant message platform offers you the real-time entry and exit alerts, plus access to TA and DD bots, but without the overwhelmingness that some of the more aggressive platforms have, siphoning through hundreds of channels. We conveniently put all of this into 2 channels, an alerting channel and a chatting channel. And of course, our flagship, the Discord platform, is the one-stop shop, the everything platform where you have hundreds of channels that give you everything from real-time entry and exit reports, the algo signals, the research and learning lab, the professional chat floors. I mean, it is a true platform with something for everyone, every style, for every single budget. Definitely one-of-a-kind platform, and TWR is a different kind of beast. You can also gain access into the TWR trading clubs right on our TWR storefront. Now, all of the clubs for 2023 are closed. However, we will be adding new clubs coming into 2024. So make sure you check our platform regularly so that you can sign up early and get your slots secured. All the links are in the description, or you can go directly to the website right there and get spun up on all the information. Monday, it's all about the bonds and the auctions and how the yields perform. Tuesday, it's all about CPI. Later in the day, you got some Fed stuff and some oil stuff. Wednesday's the big day. That's when you got all the mortgage stuff, the PPI, the GDP, and of course, finishing off the Fed decision with the press conference. These right here are the biggest ones for the markets on Wednesday. Remember, new way we're doing the chart section here. The first chart is going to be the 6-month chart with fib lines, and then you're going to see the chart that I break down off of the fib lines with the battle zones. Now, when we get to the charts, we keep everything the same. Purple, battle zone. Red, low target. Blue, high target. And in orange are our triggers or anything of note. And here's your earnings report. Thank you, Earnings Whisper. Guys, we're paying attention to a few of these: Oracle, Casey, Adobe, Costco, Darden, and a few of these other ones. But we're also paying attention to AMD, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, SPY, and the IWM. SPY looking out at the 6-month. Guys, of course, we got the fibs on this one, and we're paying attention to some of these volume profiles, okay? As we get higher, the volume becomes less and less. We got a lot of concentrated volume lower, and we're also kind of hitting that double top area. So don't be surprised if we get a nice little pullback depending on the Fed's decision and basically the overall heat of the market. So as you can see right here, looking at the 4-hour, we definitely got a nice battle zone where we have some room for going up further. But I want you to also pay attention, look at that volume profile. It gets less and less and less, which tells me we're starting to get to some exhaustion points. So do not be surprised if we get a nice little push and then we start to get a cool down period heading back towards that lower target line there, the red line, because that's where some of our higher volume is in, specifically if we get into the exhaustion points. Paying attention to IWM here now. IWM, we definitely have some more room to the upside we can go, but I want you to pay attention. We've already hit about 3 legs to the upside. It would be in the realm of consideration to see a cool down period to go back down to support, see if we can hang, and then get our next leg to the upside. So I'm definitely on the side of probably a cool down on the IWM sector as well coming into this week. Again, you can see why I'm concerned with this, because we have a double top plus a lot of the volume is at the lower price range. Okay, so It would not surprise me at all going into this week until we get that decision on Wednesday of what direction we're going to go, that we get a nice cool down period, and it would set up potentially a good jump to the upside for another leg to the up, if that is the overall consensus of the market sentiment based off the Fed decision. Oracle, I'm pretty bullish going into this print. I do like the movement that we have, and I think with a decent pullback that we've recently just had, it sets up perfect entry into some long positions for the next breakout and leg to the upside to go attack our previous high that you can see on the 6-month chart here. So most likely I'll be looking for long positions. I would like to see a little bit of a pullback so I can get a better entry into my long positions, but I can see Oracle heading up to the upper part of this chart here and even going further. So I do like this one for the push. I think 120 is in the realm of discussion, especially on a fantastic print from earnings. Adobe, high expectations. They got a fantastic platform. They have a lot of artificial intelligence already embedded into their platform. I think a lot of it has been priced in. They have moved rather well, but you do see some areas where we could see some push back to the upside to attack the high end and look for the breakout, because we had a recent pullback. So I still like this one potentially for a bullish movement as well. You can see right here, we look like we want to push to the upside. We have good volume pressure to the upside. We also got good volume pressure to the downside. This will be all based off of forward guidance. So this is one of those I'm going to watch into earnings. I probably won't play this through earnings just based off of the volatility, but I'm definitely looking for a nice little pullback. And then once I start to see the volume creep in, I'm going to start looking for long entries going into the print later this week for earnings. Cost has been taking off, man. It's at its top area. You can see a lot of volume pressure to the downside, but we have some room for the upside movement as well. And I like cost for a run towards 625, 630 going into this earnings print. Now, I give this one kind of a 50-50 chance because I see both sides of the coin on this one. We've already hit a nice push to the upside, hit a 2-leg pop, went up one, consolidated, up another one, consolidate. I can see this one going for another one and making that move towards that 625, 630, but I can also see us cooling down as well and coming back and filling in some of those volume profiles that are lagging at the bottom. So I am still going to say cautiously bullish on this one, but this is one we're going to follow by the triggers, and we're going to follow the momentum and price action very closely for our entry. DRI, we have some room to the upside. I like the little pullback we had here recently, so I like this one for the push. We got some nice volume pressures up above this line where we're at, so I think that we're good to go for the upside. So you can see right here, DRI cooled off a little bit. So this is what makes me think that we probably have a decent idea for the push to the upside. We got some decent volume pressure. Now we might have a little bit of a gap we could fill to the bottom, but I think we can get ourselves a really good entry if we allow this to take a little cool down, and then we find our entry from the bumping at the bottom there at support, and then we can ride this thing up. I like this one going into the print. AMD is hot right now, and what I love about the CEO is not backing down, taking second place from NVIDIA. Man, they want to be first. They're going to try to push the envelope, and I like these guys for pushing. I think this has an opportunity for a nice breakout star type of play, even though we already have some very good movement. I think we just started, and we got some definite potential and some momentum behind this ticker. When you look at this, you see it's consolidating. I could see the case for a little bit of a pullback, but I think after we get some downtrending pressure, we bounce off of that support rejection and we pop and we start taking off. And I don't think there's going to be any look back anytime soon on this one unless we get some sort of crazy negative report. I think it's just up and up from here. And don't sleep on INTC, guys. INTC pulled back. I like this area where it's at. I think they can get some volume and some momentum underneath their sales, and I like them to push the envelope and look for the breakout. When you look at this chart, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We got some nice spikes that go all further up from where we're at currently, and we have a lot of room we can go to the upside. So I definitely am bullish on this one, and I think this one is a prime candidate for growing ahead and going shares long and leaps long as well. All right, so XOM has been breaking my heart, man, and we are low, okay? I just can't see an opportunity that we should not go long on this particular idea, man. We've been down this low. We haven't been here for a very long time. I think it's a prime opportunity. Even if we go lower from here, I think we come up first to at least attack some of those previous lower highs that we have. So I like this one for the rejection at bottom and the push to the upside. So when you look at this from here, we've been pinging and we bounced off of some of this bottom level. So I like this one off the trigger, break to the upside. Now I'd give this a little bit of space. I would want this to clear the battle zone on a 15-minute chart before I went long, but I am looking for long positions on this one. I don't think we have much more to the downside. We've already hit 2-3 legs to the downside. I think it's time to reject, and I think it's time to start pushing back up to some of that volume profile we see at the top. And I'm very bullish on Tesla. Looking at this chart, I think this is prime for the pop to the upside. I think there's no reason why we shouldn't be knocking on the door of 250 by the end of the week. So this is one of those that I'd probably take the lotto to the upside. I think there's more potential for upside momentum than there is to the downside based off of the chart that we have. I mean, we kind of have this broadening formation where we're looking to go and pop. I think we already had the dump that you can see over there to the left where we just dumped, and we found support, we popped back up, and now we're starting to kind of consolidate at an upward angle, looking for the breakout. I think we're going to get it and at least go start attacking those upper sides. So this one would be one of those I would go for a lotto by the end of the week and just look for an out of the money trade. Go in cheap, go in heavy, and see what happens with this one and hedge it with some shorts just in case. All right, team, that's it, man. Don't forget, go check out our platforms for the real-time entry and exit signals. Also, we got those live trading channels as well and the coaching and mentoring guys. I hope to see you on the platform. Let's go out there and make some money. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war together. Traders War Room. I'll catch you when that bell rings.
In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors and we can share the same pot. I woke up and went to war in my tank top. Thanks, Pops, he an analyst, a veteran. And we ain't hating on them other dudes, we better than. I was down and then I learned about leveraging. And after that, I ain't never went red again. Green, right, it ain't bad, it just seemed like something wrong with you if you say we ain't tight. Get in and get out before you think twice. Let's have a toast, you bring the drinks and I'll bring ice. Defeat's nice in the traders war room.